If you have social anxiety, these are 4 things that don't help, and I'm going to tell you why. The first one, thinking there's a right way of doing things. Why doesn't it work? Because if you go to a social setting, if you have a conversation and you assume that there's a right way of speaking or a right way of behaving, first of all, there's not such thing. Each situation is different, so there's no script, like one script for you to behave in a situation. And then when you think this, you're going to assume that there's something wrong with you because you don't know that script, that right way. And you usually assume that you should know. And then this is just going to increase your anxiety and make your spontaneity be less. It's going to block you from expressing in a more natural way. 2, thinking that there's something wrong with you for having anxiety. Like most people have it, everybody has anxiety, and anxiety is a part of human experience. We feel it on different levels. But if you nourish an idea that there's a serious problem with you and you're really like, or other negative ideas about yourself, like I'm dumb, I'm stupid, I'm not interesting, this is just going to make you feel more insecure when you have to interact with people, because you're going to feel like there's nothing, you don't have anything to give, and you don't have anything positive, anything good to offer to other people, which is just going to make you more anxious and block you more in social interactions. Number 3, idealizing others. So it's very common in social anxiety for the person to, as I said, think badly about themselves and also think really well about other people. So idealizing the others as if they knew everything. Like, I know nothing and they know everything. I don't know how to behave and they do. I'm so dumb and they're so intelligent. It's so hard for me to interact and it's so easy for them. When in fact, you don't know this. You don't know many times the person who's in front of you is also feeling anxious or insecure. Have you ever considered that? So, and most of the times, like as we know, there's no perfect person. So there's nobody who's like good at everything. When you idealize people, you're not seeing them in an objective way. Try to remember that people, they also have their flaws, they also have their insecurities. And next time you interact with somebody, try to think, instead of thinking, oh, how can I make them like me? Try to think, how can I make them feel, seen? Or maybe, a kind gesture, just a smile, or just some kind words that can make them feel better today and make them feel heard. Think about what you can give to them, to make them feel better, instead of what you have to do for them to approve you. And the 4th thing is avoiding the situation. So it's very common for people with anxiety, social anxiety, to avoid going to that party or avoid sending that voice message, or I just text, I won't send a voice message, or I won't call the person. Avoid having that conversation with their boss about their career plan because of their anxiety. So remember, with anxiety, there's like a general rule. The more you avoid, the more anxiety you're going to feel, because you're going to get less exposed to that situation. Every time you expose yourself to the situation that scares you, you kind of like diminish a little bit, the anxiety goes a little bit lower. Yeah, it has to be done, of course, slowly for it not to be very shocking, but it can be done. So every time you avoid, you're just increasing that anxiety, okay? It gives you an instant relief, but in the long term, it just makes it worse. Okay, so if you want to learn more about social anxiety, I have a longer video where I explain in more detail how it works on my YouTube channel. So click on the link below. My name is Laura Rodriguez. I am a psychologist. I'm a specialist in cognitive behavioral therapy and human sexuality.